Could Leon Bailey time at Aston Villa coming to an end after Aston Villa made a massive 50 million euro for a right winger? Accepted. Also, Crystal Palace has intensified their interest on Demarai Gray, and what is happening with Omari Hutchinson? Has Chelsea leave Omari Hutchinson out of the squad, which is traveling to the USA for pre-season? We're going to get into those details. Please do smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're here for the first time. Let me know if the volume is clear, because I'm not home, I'm on the road. I just want to drop this news, so it won't be a long video. So let me know if the volume is good, or there's too much noise in the background. So very interesting news here, people. Let's do the YouTube stuff. Big up to our subscribers who have hit the 30,000 subscriber mark. Really appreciate you guys for helping us to get there. Thoroughly appreciate the people who have hit the 30,000. I said 3,000. 30,000 subscriber mark. We've really hit it, and I really appreciate the continued support. But in the same time, people, please do smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as we get into the news. It won't be a long one. I won't make it be a long one because I'm on the road and I don't want to waste you guys' time. So let's get straight into the meat of the matter. Let's start first with Demarai Gray. Apparently, at this present moment, it seems as if Demarai Gray is on his way to Crystal Palace, because they are the one who have intensified the interest in Demarai Gray. They have done the groundwork. They have done a lot of work in getting this one over the line. And Demarai Gray, because at this point in time, Crystal Palace, they're trying to keep Gaya, they're trying to keep Zaha, they're trying to keep all their main players and include with the addition of Demarai Gray. And I did say that I don't like him playing at Everton under Sean Dyche. Not the best coach for the type of player that he is. He's a technical type of player. Sean Dyche is not that type of coach. And it would definitely be a waste to see Demarai Gray stay at Everton under Sean Dyche. But I see him pulling for a move, and I can see Everton looking at it that this is a player that they can get a good fee from, and they will make the move on Demarai Gray. So Reggae Boy Demarai Gray could be is edging closer to joining Crystal Palace at this present moment. So that is the first news I want to get out of the way. Second news now is Omari Hutchinson. What is happening with Omari Hutchinson? And I'm being honest, it's not a good look. So Omari Hutchinson is left out of the pre-season camp for Chelsea. I think Chelsea is going to the USA, and they are going on a pre-season, and Omari Hutchinson was excluded from that camp. Now, reports are that Omari Hutchinson have already been booked with a medical for West Brom Albion at this present moment, which is, I think the medical is booked for tomorrow. That's one of the reasons why I didn't travel. But when you look into context, I remember that Omari Hutchinson left Arsenal for first team football, and at this present moment, he's not even traveling with the 30-man squad with Chelsea, which meant that Chelsea are not really considering Omari Hutchinson at this present moment in their future plans. Could be for the far further future, could be, but not right now. They don't foresee having Omari Hutchinson for this season, which means that maybe 2 or 3 seasons from now, before they look at Omari Hutchinson and say, okay, you are ready and we can proceed with you. And that is the latest with Omari Hutchinson. It's very unfortunate for the young man. Remember that he didn't turn up to go to the Gold Cup. Maybe these are the issues that he's trying to work out. Maybe this is one of the reasons why he went into preseason training early, to let the gaffer see him, because he's a new coach. Let Pochettino see him and see what he has to offer. Unfortunately, Pochettino might say, hey, you're not quite ready for my plans as yet. So we're going to move away from, we're going to go divert to a different direction as it stands. And there we see Omari Hutchinson being left out of the preseason camp for Chelsea, which would have meant that obviously he's going on alone. And as I said, multiple reports are saying that his medical was already booked for West Brom. So at this present moment, that seems to be the direction where Omari Hutchinson is going. It's really unfortunate in my perspective, but we will see. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise for him, where he can at least now get some predominant or some consistent football. But step back to the championship, Yeah, I do know that. I do understand that. People might say, boy, is he stepping back? Is there anything better for him to do? But yeah, that's it. That one is tough one, but hopefully wish him all the best at West Brom. That is a big aspect of a youngster going to Chelsea. That's a lot. We've seen that over and over again. I do know a lot of Chelsea fans might come at me for doing this and for saying that, but we have seen this over and over again, especially for players at Chelsea. Now, for the final report is Leon Bailey. Is Leon Bailey future or time at Aston Villa coming to an end? Now, remember, no. Leon Bailey is predominantly playing three positions in Aston Villa. Maybe second striker in the number 10 position, predominantly right wing, and one and two time over onto the left hand side. But guess what's happening right now? When there's there, it's going to be playing on the left hand side. They have a lot of options for the left hand side. But guess what? Over on the right hand side, which have been predominantly Leon Bailey's position, is being heavily targeted by a 50 million euro player in Moussa Diaby. Previously, coming from Bayer Leverkusen, reports are that Bayer Leverkusen has accepted the bid for Moussa Diaby from Aston Villa, left winger. Left winger who can also play center striker on sometime number 10. Sometimes, but most predominantly, no, my apologies, right winger. My sincere apologies, right winger, same position as Leon Bailey. 50 million euros, almost doubling the price of Leon Bailey. What is that saying? What is that saying? What is the message being sent to Leon Bailey? Now, remember, initially I used to say that Leon Bailey is the type of player that Unai Emery loves, because when he was Arsenal, those are the type of players that he would go for. But when you look back at this now, this purchase, and you look at it that Leon Bailey was not necessarily, Leon Bailey was not, Leon Bailey is not necessarily getting, how should I put it now? Maybe, I don't, well, I won't see Diaby coming in as a backup. And Murak said, getting in Diaby isn't that threatening. Villa just getting out and out wingers because Wendia isn't a winger. But remember, you have a Leon Bailey club purchase for 35 million versus a 50 million euros player coming in for the same particular position. Do you believe that Aston Villa is willing to bench or use that right winger as a backup option? That's a question you need to ask yourself. Let's do some critical thinking here. You purchase a player for 50 million. He is your biggest signing of the summer. He is going to be Aston Villa. He is the Aston Villa record signing. Do you think that the record signing? Ryan earlier said they rejected the first bid. MG Villa is going to bid again with that. They bid this morning, Ryan. They bid this morning. The first bid was 35 million. The first bid was 35 million pounds. And they upped the bid this morning to 43 million, and which pounds, which equates to 50 million euros. The bid was sent in this morning, and according to reports, it was accepted. The second bid was accepted. So those are the reports as it stands right now. Those are the reports as it stands that Leverkusen have accepted it, and it is Aston Villa's biggest transfer transfer budget being spent on a player over their history of their club. And I don't see them spending that much money historically on a player and have him coming in on the bench. I don't see it. So that's right. The question now, what is next for Leon Bailey? Could we say Leon Bailey is going to switch over to the left-hand side and play predominantly left? Could we say Leon Bailey is going to go in the central road and play as attacking midfielder? But will they do that when they have the likes of Buendia? I remember attacking midfielder, they just brought in Yuri Tillemans, who is also number 8/number 10. He's a creative player. So they have Yuri Tillemans and Buendia to play in that particular position. Over onto the left-hand side, that's where things get tricky. Traore is there. That is where everything gets extremely tricky. And we know that Watkins is going to be the man who's going to lead that line. So maybe we're going to see Liam Bailey push over to the left hand side. Is that his preferred position? Is that his strongest position? Is that his preferred position or is it his strongest position? DJ Sean Johnson said, two of them are going to play together. How? How? How often have we seen Liam Bailey play on the left hand side and it's very, very comfortable? How? No, that's the thing, you know. I was looking at it and saying that Liam Bailey is the type of player that Unai Emery like. But Emery is also going for another player, almost doubling the price of Bailey. Jay said this, both started. But you have to understand that football has changed, the dynamics has changed. Coaches are looking for different aspects of football now. Coaches are looking for different things to add on. So, but first of all, I can say I do believe that if Diaby comes in, and Diaby has had a brilliant season last year, over onto the right, playing on the right, and I don't see Diaby coming in. I don't see Diaby coming in to go on the bench. They will not spend a record transfer fee, a club record transfer fee. Just like when them was teammates, DJ Sean, that was different. That is totally different. What position was Diaby playing when he was at Leverkusen, when both him and Bailey was at Leverkusen? When both of them were at Leverkusen, Bailey was on the right. Diaby was coming on. Diaby was the second option. I think Diaby was the second option. Jeff Nicholson, boy, there's a weak link in my opinion. Bailey's more versatile, and believe it or not, apart from injuries, Bailey look really good in when he plays up. I agree. I'm not saying that. Nick Jr., Bill, when you guys keep on saying that Bailey and Diaby play together, but tell me, where did they play together? What position both of them play? Did they just go on the field and run up and down? Did they just went on the field and run up and down? Where are you guys getting that from? Where are you guys getting that? Can play him off the left and let him play inverted? How? Inverted wingers play on the opposite foot. Like a right footer playing on the left wing, cuts inside. Now the thing is, could Liam Bailey become second option? Could he become the bench option at Aston Villa? That is the question. Because if they bring in Moussa Diaby, it means that he will play. All right, so Craig, let me look it up. All right, let me see if I can look on Moussa Diaby. I look on Moussa Diaby season. Look on one time him and Bailey did it. Because when you keep on them always play together. All right, so let's look at. Let me go back one far back season. Because when you keep on that now, Liam played left when Diaby come into Liverpool, and depending on the opponent, Liam played right. But when you listen, people, you cannot use what happened back at Leverkusen to what's happening in the Premier League. You cannot use that. Aston Villa and Leverkusen are two different places, two different coach. Not because it happened one place means or necessarily means that it's going to happen at Aston Villa. It does not mean that. We could say it's an option. We could definitely say it's an option, but it does not equate that they will play together or because they played together before. That's not how it is. That's not how it is, people. That's not how it is, people. You guys can equate all of that, but I'm not saying go. Look it up, MG, and see how much games they played together. All right, let me see if I can find it. All right, and let me see if we can see it. People, me don't tell Nard, say, in a sense, they look it up because what happened 2-3 seasons ago, no means so. Miracle said, but military, me tell you, Villa just getting in wingers because Leon was their only winger, and the owners want manager to play expansive instead on the 4-4-2. You can't assume that. You can't assume that. Fine, the club just what I'm saying. Yes, the club want more quality. But you have to remember, if the quality is coming in at the position that Liam Bailey plays, it must equate to the fact that we might see Liam Bailey getting less game time. Because if you check it out right through the season, last season, how many times Liam Bailey played on the right in comparison to how many times he played on the left? Look at that. So what are you saying? There must be a reason why he played less time. Brother Sane is left-footed, and when he was at City, Pep let him invert, even though he's left-footed. Same Foden play right wing. Foden is left-footed, play the right wing. Sane is left-footed, but Sane is a purebred left-footed. Sane is an old-fashioned winger where he plays on the left side. When he was at City, Sane predominantly played on the left side, whereas at City. When he got Bayern Munich, he played inverted, whereas on the right side, cutting on the left. That's what inverted mean. Playing on the opposite foot. That is what it mean. Wasn't assumed JT was stated when them fired Gerrard. That's why I touch change of formation. I don't think they will sell Bale. Look at Liverpool and City bench. Yeah, but those are clubs with millions of dollars. Aston Villa, even though they own a lot of money, they don't operate like that. They sell to increase value, and they also buy value. Who says Diaby? I'm not saying that they must sell Bailey. I'm saying that could we see Leon Bailey getting less game time? Who said Diaby going to adapt to the EPL right away? Remember, the EPL is a physical league, and based on Diaby's physique, I think he's going to struggle. Well, that's an assumption. You have to remember that if they're spending 15 million on him, there must be the assumption that they're buying him to get into the team right away. Must be the case. I don't see Arsenal buying Declan Rice to go and sit for 100 million to go and sit on the bench. I didn't see Chelsea buying Mudryk to go and sit on the bench for the entire time period. Must come into the team at some point in time. Enzo Fernandez must come into the team as well. And that's also football is. That's just how football is. Let me see. Let's check something before we move on. Let's check something, people. All right. Liam Bailey and Moussa Diaby leading Bayern Leverkusen. Let me see. Wanderers wingers. Let's have a look. I'm not having a look here, people. Them not really state the amount of time. They must say them play well together. So all right, so good. At Bayern Munich, when both of them were at Bayern Munich, so this is a fact now. Diaby was playing on the left. Bailey was playing on the right this year. So that's it. So Bailey was playing on the right, Diaby was playing on the left. But guess what's happening right now? Bailey has predominantly become a right winger, and Diaby himself has predominantly become a right winger. So what does that say? So we're going to see them push back just to facilitate what happened back then. I'm not sure. None of us are sure. We make the assumption that because that they did that like that. When they were at Bayer Leverkusen, Bailey was on the right, Diaby was on the left. But guess what happened right now? Last season, Diaby has one of the best seasons, and he had it on the right. Do you think that at Leverkusen they're gonna put him on the left? At Aston Villa, they're gonna put him on the left? I don't think so. Especially spending that amount of money on him. I don't think so. I don't think so. Football is a funny game. Anyway, so that's just the news I want to drop, people. I have to go now. I have to make a move. So hopefully you guys are looking good. Big question is what's next for Omari Hutchinson? West Brom is the likely team that he's gonna go at right now. left out of Chelsea pre-season. Demarai Gray edging closer to joining Crystal Palace, and Leon Daly looking as if it's game time going to be lessened this season based on what's going to happen. Still, I'm not sure in regards to, because the new purchase, a $50 million purchase is coming, €50 million purchase coming in Moussa Diaby. The assumption is that they might play together, but that's just the assumption. We're still not sure about that, but it's interesting. Anyways, people, big up, smash the like button. Thanks for reaching 30K again. See you guys again, yeah? Big up. God bless.